The new benefit system will consist of only 3 main benefits, and I'll go through these in turn. First, we're going to introduce a new work-focused benefit called Job Seeker Support, which will be the biggest benefit category. This will include people currently on the unemployment benefit or sickness benefit and sole parents whose youngest child is 14 or over. Everyone receiving the Job Seeker Support will be expected to be available for work, either full-time or part-time as their capacity allows. The only exception will be for people who cannot work for the time being because of sickness or injury, or who will therefore get a temporary exemption. This is quite a different approach from the way the sickness benefit in particular currently works. We are going to work more actively with people towards a target return to work date, and we're going to introduce a much more comprehensive work capacity assessments to get a better picture of what people can do and determine what the right obligation is for each person. The new approach recognises that most people will recover their health and ensures they receive the right help and support to be employable again. And it also recognises that work can be a key part of getting well. Sole parents will also be treated differently under the new benefit system. As I just said, sole parents whose youngest child is 14 or over will be required to be available for full-time work and are included in Job Seekers Support. There is no overriding reason why sole parents cannot work full-time, and in fact a great many outside the benefit system do. The age threshold is also a fair one because when children are 14 they can be left without parental supervision. Other sole parents will go on to a new benefit called Sole Parent Support. Sole parents on this benefit will have to be available for part-time work when their youngest child is 5 years old, which lines up with the age most children start school. Other sole parents, while they won't face work obligations, may be required to undertake pre-employment activities that will increase their likelihood of getting a job in the future. Parents who have an additional child while on a benefit will receive a temporary exemption from their existing work obligations, but that will only last for 12 months. Part-time and full-time obligations will remain at 15 and 30 hours a week, and we will introduce more flexibility around these targets. For both job seekers and sole parents, we will provide more support early on, particularly for those groups most at risk of long-term benefit dependence. This support won't be fully in place in year 1, but it will build up over time. Third benefit will be called the Supported Living Payment, and will be for 2 groups of people: those who are permanently and severely disabled or terminally ill, or who currently receive the invalid's benefit, and people caring for someone who requires the equivalent of hospital level care, who currently receive a benefit called the DPB, Care of Sick and Infirm. People on the Supported Living Payment will not be expected to make themselves available for work. I believe that changing benefit categories and asking more people to make themselves available for work sends a strong signal about the degree of change we are seeking, not just to beneficiaries, but also to case managers at Work and Income and to the general public. It will help to shift people's attitudes and set genuinely different expectations about being available for work. It's also part of the new investment approach we are taking to welfare. If we can spend money in the short term to reduce dependency in the long term, it ultimately saves the government and therefore taxpayers significant cost. What is more, we improve the lives of many people by helping them become productively engaged in the world of work.